Welcome to the Texas Go Radio Show. I'm your host, Matorius. This is part 17 of the infamous Beartaria 10-hour documentary that Milker Nation put blood, sweat, and tears into creating for us to enjoy and remember the Beartaria scam. Back to you, Owen Benjamin.
You know, those dudes, it's almost like the opium wars. Like, they don't even know how to handle it. America's actually in one of the best positions because we're finally coming out of the porn haze. 90% aren't. We're dealing with the nothing from the Neverending Story. We're not dealing with a marching army. There's no march.
That was one of the things that he said that a lot of people latched onto because it is true. It is unobjectively or objectively, whatever it is 100% true. Porn is bad for you. It is. Even in small quantities. Now, you can justify whatever. People can justify whatever they want. But as far as your brain and your mind, the human mind is not designed to benefit from that. It's just not. I don't feel like you need a scientific study or any kind of anything to come to that realization besides just experience and knowledge.
Army's coming with us. It's like just people going, "You, sir, my Buick went to the moon." And so that's why we're building Beartaria. I have a satellite farm.
We're building Beartaria because the moon landing is fake. Oh, man. Anything you got to do to get that scratch. Am I right? Owen Benjamin, I almost called him by his cult name jokingly, and I don't even want to jokingly do that. It's cringy, man. The word cringy is cringy in itself, and I understand that.
Beartaria, exactly. Marty Leeds is doing Beartaria in Hawaii. People are doing Beartaria in the heart of Manhattan. Beartaria's in your heart. Guys, this is a major eugenics reaping right.
That is the first time, according to me, in my memory, 1 hour and 50 minutes and 35 seconds is the first time he said Beartaria is in your hearts, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm pretty sure Beartaria is in your hearts.
Right now. Satan's...
What do you say?
Marty Leeds is doing Beartaria in Hawaii. People are doing Beartaria in the heart of Manhattan. Beartaria's in your heart. Guys, this is a major eugenics reaping right now. Satan's taking his souls, man. And a lot of them are masked baby boomers. There's about 100 million people that I have no idea how they're going to live through the collapse. How dare you? The Dow Jones is crashing. We have white hats on the inside. Dude, look at what's happening to farms. Run the numbers on their pensions. Run the numbers on everything. It's fucking fucked. A donation, no exceptions. Grow that hill, Beartaria. Thank you, Blitz.
I very well could be wrong, but in my opinion, like I said, I could be wrong. I wouldn't think anything like that would really happen until a couple of generations have died. Because the more they know, and anybody who's watched things over the last 20 years, how quickly things change. And as I was raised by much older parents than the people whose parents of my friends, my parents were 20, 30 years older than them. And so I was raised by a way different generation than my buddies were. And it's crazy how things change so drastically. And so, in my opinion, like I said, I could be wrong. I wouldn't think anything like he's talking about would happen. They wouldn't allow it to happen for another couple of generations because those are the strong. And I'm not talking. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying generations change, and people are different.
Wizzy Bear, thank you, Wizzy Bear. I've been keeping good track. Amy does all the accounting. She keeps track of everybody.
Amy does all of the accounting. That's so terrible. So that means this, whether she deserves it or not, that's neither here nor there. That means that this dude, this turd, opens up all of these letters, all of everything, and just throws them down and makes her pick up and organize it. That's what that means to me. That's how I took that.
Yeah, I don't want to lose anyone's contact info with all of this.
It may be a letter in the mail, but we'll get in touch with you. Hi, Big Bear. My fiance and I really believe in the bear community and really believe in Beartaria. We are happy to help contribute. We are so excited to watch this community thrive. Keep crushing. All the best. Mort Loaf Bear 4.0 and Curly Fries Bear. Whoa, that's very generous.
Whoa.
Wow. I'm glad I only banned that dude 3 times. He's back. Beartarians. I'm a Beartarian. Hey, Charlie, are you a Beartarian? You want to sit on my shoulders and read it?
I was drinking some water. If you haven't drinking water today, ladies and gentlemen, it makes you feel better. It's one of the easiest. And I go through times where I just actively don't want to. Anyways, he said, whoa, that's a great donation. I'm glad I only banned him 3 times. So these people continuously get banned for, I don't know, just asking questions and then stick around for it. We saw that on the Made by Jim Bob live stream a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, whatever. He was an active bear, hopped in there, and I would say it was embarrassing because he admitted that they put him in his place because he got out of line, and they put him in a timeout. I get that. I was put in a timeout the other day on Chrissy Mayr's podcast, on her live stream. I didn't want to get banned, so I played the game, right? And then once I realized what her goal was, I eased up, and now, I see what she's doing. She's got her home thing going. But these people that are actively bears in this community, it's supposed to be a community, right? Hers is entertainment. His is a cult. 2 different things. And then to get banned for simply asking questions, which I don't know if that's what he got banned for, but I just thought that was interesting. I'm glad I only banned him 3 times.
And read them.
I wonder if that person's still a bear.
That's a mail? Okay.
Squish. Sorry.
All right. Whoa, thank you. Guys, tonight's been a very, very nice night of Beartaria. You good, Charlie? Today, a lot of good news was had today in my life. This is, guys, this has been a legendary night already. Want to know what another factor I'm looking for? Guys, don't take my properties, even though I'm telling you one of my search categories. Right next to federal lands. Why? Hunt.
He said, don't take my properties, as if somebody actually did scoop in and take that $2 million or $1.5 million piece of land that he was looking at to begin with. That's one of the things that I believe. I haven't seen proof of it, and so you can say whatever you want to about that. But somebody, I think it was on Reddit, said that they actually called the realtor and asked. And I believe it, because, I mean, if you're going to put enough effort into lying about it, then whatever. Because that's something that simple that somebody could do. And I believe that. And they called him, and the lady or whoever it was said no, they have not received, in that moment in time, had not received any offer at all. And so he's lying about that, in my opinion.
Because if let's say I get 40 acres instead of 200, because North Idaho is kind of expensive. I'm working on it. As long as it's next to public lands or that, you can get a lot. You can get a lot out of that. You can get hunting and snowmobiling and all that shit. So I'm looking at that. All right. Because that's one of the reasons I like North Idaho. There's like legit elk hunting. And I'm not even a hunter. I would though, but a lot of my friends are, and they would just be all about that shit. Like for the amount I've raised tonight, I can buy a garbage truck. That's how, dude, things are possible. My priority is not.
What does that mean? Because he mentioned a tank previously. I could buy a garbage truck. Things are possible. What does that mean?
Not the garbage truck with Coddington Oso manning a 50 cal at all.
Oh.
My goal is soil. My goal is...
What was that?
My priority is not the garbage truck with Coddington Oso manning a 50 cal at all. My goal is soil. My goal is fresh air. Flowers and daffodils. But all I'm saying is it's not that expensive to get a garbage truck and you know? Thank you, everybody.
Oh, okay. So he's actively talking about all of this type of stuff. And then whenever he did buy land with other people's money, they and moved into a stretch of land, and the neighbors caught wind of it. They called him out on it, and then he lied and said, didn't really lie, I guess. No, all of that things that I said was about another piece of land. So no, he did lie, because in this one, he's not talking about that land anymore. So you're telling me Owen Benjamin is a liar? He is a liar. That's one of the reasons why I try to be nicer than what some people think I should be, is because whenever it does line up, it lines up. And so, yeah, he is a liar, especially on that one. We already knew he was a liar, but he lied to that city council. Facts right there. That's facts. Because he said that was about that other land. This is past the other land. He's already negated that land. He already lied about somebody buying it. And I'm going to go ahead and address, if you do hear snoring, I'm not saying you can, but if you do, that's my beautiful wife. And I've already talked to her. She knows that I'm doing videos. My voice is comforting to her, so she's sleeping. And she does not care that her snores are on camera, or in the audio. My beautiful, lovely wife. She says hi, by the way. All right, so Owen's a liar. He actively lied to that city council. Boom. Facts.
You donated. We're a big step closer after tonight. We have to stop. It's always with the children. They eat and kill the children and then use the same thing against you for your own freedom. They manipulate your own.
They kill and eat the children and use the same thing to manipulate you. Okay.
Goodwill against you. Look at all the charities. Think about how much money you've paid to pay for those very containers with the kids.
Realizing that he is actively running a scam while he's saying the things that he's saying is insane.
It's like, once you see it, it's so horrifying, you don't want to believe it. That's why Bertari is being so supportive, because everyone's like, finally, something good. Anyway, you asked for ideas regarding Bertaria in a recent stream, so here are mine. Community garden crops? Yes, definitely. Shooting range? Yes. It might be...
I'm honestly surprised that he's not getting upset saying, these are my ideas, you just wrote them down. Like the whole book thing, the mosquito book, biscuits and gravy. That's another great example of how he treats his community. That would have been a great moment for him to encourage that and actually build the community. But he doesn't want to. He wants to build his own war chest. And the more that you look into it, the more obvious that it is. And the sticky glue that holds them bear goggles on. Once you start seeing these things, the goggles, they just kind of fall off. It's like scales over the eyes.
Very taxed, but yes, definitely. Trail for running, hiking, skiing. Yes, I want to buy land next to BLM land or federal land so that the amount of trails and hiking and recreation is just incomprehensible. Another good thing about...
Isn't there conspiracy theories and him being a conspiracy theorist that there is human trafficking that goes on in federal park lands?
Atari that'll help me is in the future I can have people help out when I hit the road, because there'll be people around, you know? Someone wants to stay in a yurt for a couple weeks and do my shit. I can't do that here. I also need my private area for my family, and that no one goes, so my family feels very safe. All right, I want to help you and the bears. I will have around.
But this is our community, guys, and I do trust y'all, because this is a high trust community that I don't trust at all. I understand boundaries, but that's just so backhanded.
50,000 to invest in some land. I would love to purchase land near or connected to Bertaria. I know this is a long shot, but I would be willing to become a dedicated park property manager. That isn't the current plan, and I appreciate your offer, but that would limit us, and I can't be bogged down, right? And again, this might sound selfish, but it's not. I can't be bogged down with obligations I don't know I can come through on. And although $50,000 sounds incredibly helpful for what I have in mind, I can't, because then
that would have been another opportunity to have encouraged the community that he has worked so tirelessly to build. And but nope, $50,000. And I kind of get what he's saying, but once again, kind of sounds selfish, but it's not. This is a community, and I appreciate this high trust community, but it's really, this is just my land. And it's kind of getting obnoxious that y'all don't understand that this is my land. All of this is mine. all of it.
Amount of money that I would then start feeling guilt and shame if I didn't follow through. And
where's all the guilt and shame at? Oh, we're seeing it with the meltdowns. He feels guilty whenever that money dries up and blames everybody else. That's literally what that is, in my opinion. Is he pissed off that he's not getting money? Yes. But what's motivating him to not actually reflect on his own self instead of blaming other people is the guilt and shame that he doesn't want to acknowledge from this scam, and probably a whole lot of other things.
The smaller donations that
that's why it's really important for you to be comfortable with silence, alone time. I don't listen to music near as much as I used to. 17 minutes. This is the Texas Go Radio Show. I'm pretty sure this is part 16. I'm your host, Notorious. Thank you, Milker Nation, for all the hard work you put into this documentary and exposing Owen for who he is.